Are Horned Ones any good in patch 5.1? I'm excited to bring you this video for two reasons. 1. Horned Ones are legit. 2. Horned Ones don't rampage, and that's even more legit. Lizardmen cavalry have eaten a lot of complaints for a very long time, so having an option like this is quite potent. Better yet, while it requires 2 buildings to build, you can build those buildings in Tier 3 minor settlements if you must, so it's not as hard to get as some things are. Recruited for 1500 gold and 375 upkeep default. On ultra unit size, this gets you 48 entities just like Cold Ones, with 100 armor, shields blocking 30% of missile fire, 85 leadership, that's even better than the Cold Ones had, 78 speed, which is significantly better than 66 for Cold Ones, charge speed 112. Melee attack begins at 45, with an attack interval of 4.5, a bit slow for downtime. Splash target size of 0 means that the other number is irrelevant, they might have reach but not splash. Melee defense starts at 31, which isn't bad for heavy cavalry short of Chaos Knights. Weapon strength is given as 60, split between 19 base and 41 armor piercing, and Cold Ones were 50 and 48 for regular and spear. Charge bonus is 43 base and mass is 1500. The unit has hide in forest, causes fear, predatory fighter, and primal instincts just like the Cold One units. In the Redline skills, Swift Rider grants plus 10% speed and plus 8% weapon strength at 3 pips, and since the Horned Ones start with more of both, that's even better. Soulbound grants rank 7 Horned Ones plus 5 melee attack, plus 5 melee defense, and 15% missile resistance, all fantastic. In the tech tree, Horned Ones are considered Cold One units, so we get recruit rank and upkeep bonuses and plus 5% speed, plus 10 flat charge bonus, plus 5 melee attack, and plus 10% weapon strength from the tech tree boosts. So how do we use Horned Ones? Yes, this is the important part. Let's look back at the stats. How do base unupgraded Horned Ones do against large targets compared to the others? Well, obviously melee attack 45 versus melee attack 31 means the regulars are left in the dust, but they take only 1 turn to recruit. Horned Ones take 2 turns like the spear variants. So how about the spears? Well, against a unit of Empire Knights, 26 plus 14 bonus versus large equals 40, and weapon strength 48 plus 14 equals 64 with a heavy armor piercing ratio. So against the same unit of Empire Knights, Horned Ones have 5 better melee attack and lose only 4 weapon strength, down from 64, and still choose through armor like no tomorrow. In other words, while the Horned Ones quote-unquote suffer from not being a top-tier anti-cavalry unit, mind, this is in a roster where Carnosaurs exist. They are literally better at anti-cavalry than the Cold One Riders with Spears unit, despite not being anti-cavalry themselves. That says to us how we should use the Horned Ones, as a hammer to smash everything with. We don't care what it is. Horned Ones will hurt it. We're just distinguishing between targets easier to hurt and that hurt the Horned Ones more, not ones that Horned Ones can't touch. Aside from, flying units. Horned Ones, even unupgraded, have the speed to be dangerous to a wider variety of opposition, but every point of melee attack, charge bonus, and so on really helps. Better chance to hit means better chance of doing lots of armor-piercing damage. Better weapon strength, more damage. Better charge bonus, better chance to hit, and more damage. So you charge. And you charge something else. You charge something from behind. You charge something from the flank. If it's not a spearman unit, you charge it from the front too. Charge, trample, charge again. Of course they'll get tired, but even once tired, they're still hard-hitting, have much better melee attack for pitched fighting than other cavalry options. I mean, against infantry, that's 19 better melee attack than spears get. 19! So how you use Horned Ones is to abuse them far past the point of safety or moderation, and they will gladly slay for you. Now, they do have limitations if you hurl them against characters and single-entity monsters, so try not to do that, or at least, if you are going to do it in conjunction with specialized units meant for that role, including basically any melee lord or hero in the roster, and anything magic that helps, good. Harmonic Convergence, that dinky little buff at the start of the Lore of Heavens people forget about when you can drop comets from the sky, adds 24 melee attack and defense while it lasts. Those are huge buffs. Point being, if you've used Cold One Riders, understood their limitations, and got used to them, you already know how to use Horned Ones, but your results will suddenly get much better. And just to reiterate, no rampage! Let the good times trample. Take care, and have fun being the trickster who makes the enemy heavy infantry disappear. Where'd this massive pool of blood come from?